ago, wait, hold on. I'm not very good at this. Okay, so we here will plan your trip for you, and take the stress away for you. So we want to introduce you to our brochure for China and invite you on our excursion.
And then at the very end it says 宿舍是的多好 and this pretty much means we are number one in our agency. So pretty much here's a bunch of different activities that are available in China, and because China is so big, we couldn't go everywhere in the time frame that we have. So we decided to take the biggest ones, like the Great Wall, the terracotta soldiers, the pandas that everyone loves, because there are very many different kinds of pandas that I know you guys will be wanting to touch. And then we also went to the giant Buddha, and this is by a lake. So we have the flight to Beijing, which is the first city. And so on agenda, on November 17th, we'll be heading out, and our flight will start at around 9 o'clock, and then we will get to China on the 18th around 6 o'clock at night, and we will get to the airport. We'll allow you some time to get your bags, and then we will meet up with your translator, because I know a lot of you guys do not speak Chinese. So we're going to try and help you guys get a little bit more history into the travel, and also just make it a little bit more comfortable for you guys to just enjoy your experience. And so after that, once you've got your bags, and we get on a bus to go to the Rainbow Hotel. And this Rainbow Hotel is about 60 stories tall, and it has a very glass frame to it, so it's very beautiful. And then pretty much you're just going to be relaxing for that day, for the night, just kind of get all your stress out from traveling for a long period of time. And then day 2 we'll be traveling to the Great Wall. If you have traveled to China, they have a saying that if you are Chinese and you have not traveled to the Great Wall, that you are not Chinese. You have to go there before your life ends if you're Chinese, because it's just a part of their lifestyle. So we'll be spending about the very beginning part of the day on the Great Wall. It'll take a 2-hour bus ride up, and then we'll take a gondola up to the actual Great Wall, and then there'll be some fun time where you get to just roam around and just see the scenery, and then we'll come back down the gondola, and we'll have lunch at a very homey kind of restaurant, and then after that you'll go back, and you will be walking down a very long hill that has very many shops, and it pretty much has a wide selection of t-shirts, souvenirs, anything that you kind of want from China, even the shirt that says I went to China, or my best friend went to China and this is all he got me. I got one of those for my friends when I went, so I thought it was a lot of fun. And then on the way back from your lunch and the shopping, we're going to go to a tea ceremony. The tea ceremony is a big deal in China because it is pretty much just how they spend their relaxed time. And so you'll get to see the culture and the history, and the best part about when we are traveling from place to place, your translator will be telling you the histories behind the different cultures and aspects of what we'll be doing for the day. And so after the tea ceremony, we'll go back to the hotel, have a nice dinner that they'll prepare for us, and then the next morning we'll wake up at 6 o'clock-ish to get ready if you guys need the time, and then around 8 o'clock you guys will have breakfast at the hotel, which is provided, and we'll have that pretty much every day at the same time, so that way you're not having to move times on breakfast. Then day 3, you guys will be going to Tiananmen Square. This is a very huge area, so it will take up all our day. Pretty much, so there are very many different restaurants in this, in the Tiananmen Square, so you'll get to decide on kind of what you want for food. So each region in China, or in each area, they have different kind of food styles. So in Beijing, it is a very mix between sweet and sour, and then a couple of the other places I'll tell you later on the different kind of food styles, so that way you'll get a little bit of everything. And then after eating lunch and dinner in the Tiananmen Square, you'll be taking the bus ride back just to relax for the rest of the night. Day 4, we'll be going shopping all day. China is huge, there's so many different shops for you guys to go to see. With the money, because of the rate.
So the rate exchange from US dollars to China dollars is 0.63. So it's a pretty fair amount of, if you want to put it up.
Yeah.
It's a pretty fair amount of exchange. So here, as you can see, I mean, it's not so much, but it's pretty valuable. Anything else, Sean?
Pretty much what that is, if you put $100 in, you get 600 because when I was there, I gave them $100 and I got $635 or 635 yuan for the $100 that I gave them. So with that, you can do it at the hotel, which is amazing because you can wake up each morning and see, oh, I spent this much, so you can give them a daily transfer or exchange for your money. And then day 5, after going to Tiananmen Square, we'll have to get on a flight. This one will be about a 2-hour flight to Chengdu, which is pretty much another area where we will be going to the panda exhibit. We'll be spending about 3 hours there. So we'll have our lunch beforehand, so before we go to the panda exhibit. And so you'll be able to see the different kind of pandas. There's the normal pandas, there's red baby pandas, so they kind of look like raccoons. I didn't put a picture up there, but you will get to see them on our trip. And then after being at the panda exhibit for 3 hours, I know you guys are tired from walking all day and then going to flight, so we'll let you relax and have dinner at the hotel. And then on day 6, we'll be waking up again and then having breakfast, and then we'll be going out to the giant Buddhas. And we'll take about a 2-hour bus ride to the big Buddhas, and we'll be going on a boat ride to see the front of it, because it's actually a mountain, or not a mountain, but like it's a wall where they carved out a Buddha, and so you'll get to see that, and then there's some people on the boat that are getting to see that. You kind of get an idea of how big it is. And then so after that, you'll get to go up the mountain and then eat, and then after that, you'll get to go to the hotel. Back to the hotel. Day 7, you'll get to have breakfast and travel to the Terracotta Soldiers. There are 4 different sections to it, so you'll get to just spend different parts of your day going to each different area, and you'll have lunch in between. In this area, it's more spicy food, so you'll get to enjoy that. And then on day 8, you'll have after a huge part of history, which is amazing for China, you'll get to pretty much just relax for the rest of the day, and then after that, it's homeward bound. You'll have enjoyed a huge amount of time learning the culture and history behind it, and after that, we hope that when you get back, you'll have a fun time.
And these are, to go to China, these are some of the essentials that you'll need, is the passport, and some of the things that you'll need to be prepared as to wear and what not to wear is the weather-wise. There are kind of a little bit of ideas, and you probably want to bring some toiletries, just in case we have an extended trip or extended day where you sometimes want to kind of freshen up or get a little bit cleaned up for dinner, or you never know what can arise as far as the day will bring. And we also, we're running out of time. Did you want to, should we do this real quick? So here, this is kind of a plan as far as our plan, our flight plan. It looks like it's a pretty long flight, so my thing is like to get stay awake as much as you can before you can actually get on the plane, so you can rest the majority of the time during your travel plans. Here it gives us an outline of, to get our bags, our translator, our bus and hotel. As soon as we check in the hotel, we have an opportunity to eat dinner, to rest and relax and enjoy the scenery before we get going onto our tours. Here we have great things planned. We have the Great Wall, the Tiananmen Square, shopping. How many love shopping? You can't miss that. There's always great souvenirs you probably want to bring back to your family or friends. We have a flight here to head out to Chengdu. And just as it almost falls in a pattern where we meet our translator, go to the hotel, go to the bus ride, and go to the panda exhibit, as he explained. The boat ride is most exciting for me. Gives you an opportunity to explore the nature and the beauty of China. Here we have an ability to walk around the mountain, get a little bit of exercise and some fresh air. And just as here our next flight is to, I don't know how to pronounce that. Xi'an. Okay, so then we arrive there and we take another bus ride. We have an opportunity, check the lunches, have lunch, explore the restaurants, the city, the sights, and all that and above. Here, which is also exciting to see the terracotta soldiers, which gives you an opportunity to learn about the history about them and all the things that China has to offer, and what they experienced in the past and where they're going and what's going on now these days. As far as that, we have our bus ride, our dinner, and the flight back home. And the cost of breakdown, yes. Here I will tell you the cost, the air flight. Up here, the tour. For the total trip, it costs $4,525.82. That's in addition to the flight, the tours, the dining expenses, the translator, the passport, and the baggage, toiletries, and all that, personal snacks. Anything else? Okay, yes, you go ahead.
Okay, so pretty much just cost per item. That is really small. So pretty much the huge part of our cost per item is the airfare, and that is also pretty much, it goes from the airfare to hotels. So most of the cost will just be in getting there and staying there. So everything else is pretty relaxed and not very expensive. And then the cost breakdown per day will be pretty much the first and second day, and then the last day when you're traveling back. And then so for the total cost is just $4,453, which is a very non-expensive trip to go to China and explore all that it has to offer.